Everyone's Matthew. Welcome back to my channel. It is Oscar time. Oscars are this Sunday. God help us all. I'm joined by Roberto and Jake. Roberto, please introduce yourself first.
Hello, my name is Roberto Ortiz. I'm a regular on this shindig. I'm a writer for Loud and Clear Reviews as well as Geek Vibes Nation, and I'm also I'm part of the Austin Film Critics Association. And wow, this season has been very long. We've all felt it, and it's finally ending.
I
But
know, right?
what a season we've had! This
Thank
is
God.
exciting.
I'm excited, but thank God it's over soon.
Yeah.
I'm Jake. You go next.
Hi, my name is Jake Crawford. I'm a writer for my blog and a voter for Film Independent, the Australian Academy, the Saturn Awards, and the Astros. And I'm marking my 34th appearance on Matthew's channel, of which I'm very honored. And yes, this season has been the longest Oscar season I've ever had to wait through, and I want it to end tomorrow. If they could change the dates.
No,
If
they're
you
not going to. They literally just rolled out the red carpet yesterday.
could.
They
So
seriously did.
Yeah. Wasn't it for like a marathon?
Yeah, Good Morning America did like a whole segment on them
Yeah.
rolling 900 feet of red carpet.
of course they
Mayors
are.
of two. Good God. Oh my God.
It was like a minute, but it still counts as a segment.
Yeah, I vote we do it Friday and call it a day.
I think many people would actually prefer it being on Friday, but
They used
we're
to
gonna,
do it May 16th.
yeah. Well, we're gonna hop in because we have a lot to talk about.
We have a lot to talk about.
Let's start with easy category visual effects. Quick reminder of the nominees: Avatar, Fire and Ash, F1, Jurassic World Rebirth, The Lost Bus, and Sinners.
Lost
Avatar.
Bus, obviously, right?
Oh, of course, Lost Bus. No, I think this is Avatar.
Yeah. Avatar, it won what, everything now? I mean,
Yeah.
come on. It's fucking Avatar. Like,
Was yesterday's awards the sound one then?
was that yesterday or was it
Sinners.
Sunday?
I think it was Sunday. I think since
Yeah.
Sinners beat it someplace.
No, wait. Sinner. I mean, yeah, but that's the sound category.
Yeah.
category,
Oh
not
yeah,
visual
wrong
effects.
one. See, I always mix up visual effects with sound. I always forget what the awards are for.
They have some
Yeah,
similar
there's no
nominations.
competition. Would I love for Avatar to? I think
I
I'd
do.
love for Sinners to win. It'd be great to have it completely destroy every category.
I will say, if it wins this category, that's going to be a start of a very interesting night. But I
If
don't
it
see.
wins, it's going to probably take like something like sound and like a bunch of other text that we're not expecting. But like the thing is, even where it does good, I like look at BAFTA. It overperformed at BAFTA, yet they still gave it to Avatar. I mean,
Yeah, I see
the
this.
visual effects in Sinners is not really that.
Yeah,
Wait, was Sinners even nominated at BAFTA for visual effects?
I don't remember. I
Yeah,
think
I
so.
don't think so.
Okay, but I think the visual effects in Avatar is just so fucking showy, and I think voters will be like, "Well, yeah, that's the visual effects movie." Boom, let me vote for it.
Exactly.
Yeah.
All right, best film editing.
Oh.
F1, Marty Supreme, One Battle, Sentimental Values, Sinners. For the record, I'm using Wikipedia's order, so if this order seems weird, that's why.
Okay, yeah, I was like, film editing. Okay.
Um, I'm actually going with Sinners. Something just tells me that they're going to go with Sinners. I know it's a weird thing.
Okay. If you're doing that, then I think I know.
You think I know?
Okay. No, I'm not gonna say it, but okay, that's a little clue you just gave me.
You're welcome, by the way.
Sinner. Okay. I'm not normally. This is the part of the show in which I'm like, no. But what a race we've had. I know Sanders hasn't really won any editing awards, but neither has Honora. So I'm gonna stick with One Battle. I think Sinners is very obviously number 2. If the Academy loves Sinners, which we know they do, this could easily win. But I'm expecting a very good night for One Battle After Another, so I'm gonna stick with it in film editing.
I will say a lot of these. Oh, sorry, Jake, you go.
Okay, I'll just say that I will stick with One Battle because would I love for Sinners to overperform? Yes, I think it'd be amazing. just to see the look on their faces. PTA doesn't win 4 Oscars in a single night. It'd be really funny to watch Twitter explode, but
Wait, he
I
didn't.
definitely think.
No, he didn't. He
He
didn't
didn't edit the
edit
movie.
one.
Oh,
It was
then why are
80.
people trying to say he's going to win 4?
No,
It would be
I don't
3.
think. I don't think he. No, he didn't edit it.
No, I'm
does
looking
not edit
right
his-
now, and he didn't edit it.
Yeah, no, he doesn't edit his movies.
It's
Oh.
Andy Jerkinson. I think that's how you say his name.
Well, I just think it'd be nice to have Sinners walk away with more Oscars. It'd be.
I think
very-
Jake already know. Sorry, not Jake. The Club Ortiz know where I'm going with my predictions.
I do. Yeah, that was a very good context clue. Thank you.
But joking aside, it really is one battle versus Sinners.
I think in a lot of categories, it's just one battle versus Sinners. I mean, like I said, normally I tell you no, considering Sinners has one battle has one more, but like the Oscars, man, this award season has been so unpredictable that relying on stats just won't work in your favor.
No, they won't.
So, I mean, yeah, it's probably I can see Sinners randomly winning this. That makes sense. I could see it. So it's clearly 50-50 in my eyes.
Yeah, I would agree with that.
Mhm.
All right, best costumes: Avatar, Frankenstein, Hamnet, Mario Supreme, Sinners. So Avatar, right?
Oh yeah, 100%.
Only Avatar had the best costumes. I still can't believe that got it.
I mean, yeah, I forgot because technically animated or like heavy VFX films are eligible because costumes are costumes.
Yeah,
So yeah, I think that's pretty cool. Usually you don't see that.
I
So,
like that. But
Yeah.
I think Frankenstein's going to win.
Yeah, I mean it's pretty obvious. It's very colorful. It's very detailed. I mean, come on, like when you look at the movie, the costumes stand out, especially I mean a God's character. Yeah, I mean it's a costume movie, really. So
Yeah.
If they really wanted to, they could go with Sinners, but I don't see it in this.
if we see a
particular category.
over performance, yeah, that could happen, but I wouldn't really bet on it.
I
Frankenstein.
definitely think it's Frankenstein. I wish it had been Hamnet. I wish they could have pulled through. It would have been nice to have an actual realistic period, like the way they even have the dirt on the clothes from the time
Well-
period. It's lovely. I guess Frankenstein is okay. I'm just tired that Moore is always going to be the one that takes it.
Surprisingly, actually, the costuming in Hamnet's not actually that accurate.
It isn't?
No, I talked to a friend who I don't want to say his name just in case he gets pissed off, but he talked about how inaccurate the costuming was, especially on the men, especially like with Paul Mescal. Yeah, or they were like a kind of out of date, but I think they get a little leeway because this takes place in what the 1700s or 1800s.
Yeah,
1600s.
16. Good God.
So
So,
it's-
1500s to 1600s.
so yeah, I think. Yeah. Good gosh. Wow.
Shakespeare
that's a lot.
died in 16. Oh,
Well, but yeah, I definitely think this is Frankenstein's to lose.
yeah. I mean, if
It'd be
Hamnet
so
had won it anyplace else, I would have predicted it. If Sinners had won anyplace else,
But yeah, it's Frankenstein's. Speaking of Frankenstein's to lose, makeup.
Oh yeah. Yeah.
yeah.
Frankenstein Korakudo?
Kakuo.
Kakuo. Thank you.
Mhm.
Sinner, Smash Machine, Ugly Stepsister. It should be the Ugly Stepsister. I've seen the makeup in that movie. It is
Yeah,
excellent.
it's pretty dope.
But it's definitely not Frankenstein.
Yeah, the way they transformed
Mhm.
Jacob Elordi, though, good grief! Like, holy
Ha-
shit!
Hats off to them.
Yeah,
If Jacob Elordi swept, it wouldn't it'd be like the transformative role. Like they completely transformed them with the makeup.
well, I mean, it still is a transformative role.
But you get my point though. Like
Oh,
if it
yeah,
swept, it like would have made it even better because
yeah. But I mean, the nomination itself is a win because, like, literally, nobody gets nominated for playing Frankenstein's monster. That's like almost unheard of. So the fact that it happened is honestly so cool. Yeah, Frankenstein has this in a bag. I don't know who would be the runner-up. That's how locked it is.
yeah, I would
I
agree.
guess Sinners by default.
I would argue that makeup's more locked up for Frankenstein than costumes. It's gonna win both, but I was saying I would if I had to pick
Yeah.
one or the other, it'd definitely be makeup.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah. I wish it was the Ugly Steps makeup. It'd be so cool.
Who knows? But how weird this award season can be? Who knows? But I still think it's going to be Frankenstein.
For doing the impossible of making Jacob Elordi unattractive.
Yeah.
Even then, he get, I mean, I was
Even
Hey.
then, I'm sure there's people who'd line up and down the block.
that. Yeah, I was gonna say I didn't want to finish
Frank
it.
and
Like,
Dabby.
hey, listen,
Monster, take me away.
you
I'll
would
be
be
your
fucking
bride.
surprised, Matthew.
You can burn down my castle.
Exactly. All right. Let's see who can record that because we're on to cinematography.
Awesome.
Okay, remind the nominees: Frankenstein, Marty Supreme, One Battle, Sinners, and Train Dreams.
I'm just gonna go with One Battle. I mean, that's one every cinematography precursor except Critics' Choice.
Yeah,
I mean, even at
One
ASC it won, and I thought Sinners might actually take that, but
I'm gonna go with One Battle.
Out of the 5, I would actually pick Train Dreams as my favorite.
I think Train Dreams has been my favorite all season. I don't. No offense to
One Battle.
no offense to One Battle. Well, I was trying. I feel terrible. I forgot the guy's name, but no offense to him. I love VistaVision. I think it's I have a lot of respect for him for shooting the film on VistaVision, but I think Ann Lee and Train Dreams are like far better. But it is weird. This isn't usually a typical cinematography winner, so I'm pretty shocked it's kind of swept the way it has. I know Sinners won the most critics awards, but those do not.
Yeah,
they don't translate. So the awards, One Battle one, they translate. I guess Sinners could randomly win, but I think precursors really tell us otherwise.
Out of all the techs,
I definitely.
I could see them going for all 5. Like this tech category is the only one I could see them going all 5.
I definitely think it's One Battle. I think Sinners could do it. Honorable mention to Hamnet not getting in because that cinematography was gorgeous. And it's an odd thing that he only ever gets in if he works with a certain person. It's kind of strange. But I wish Train Dreams. I do kind of wish that they could go for the most prettily shot because Train Dreams is gorgeous to watch.
Yeah,
They still
pleasure.
could. They still could, but I think they're gonna go with One Battle. But
no,
they still
could. You sometimes when movies could just sweep the cinematography precursors and the Oscars go in a different direction. I think Mad Max won this category without winning anything else. Okay, so it did. So I mean, I guess that could happen. I mean, it's very.
It's not impossible.
Yeah, it's not impossible. It's just we know One Battle is gonna have a great night, and this could. Yeah.
All right, best production design: Frankenstein, Hamnet, Marty Supreme, One Battle, and Sinners.
Frankenstein.
Also Frankenstein.
Frankenstein, sadly.
Frankenstein Part 3.
I love the production design in Frankenstein. I mean, it's almost endless. It's very detailed. I think Sinners could win because the production design in the movie is like really not only really cool, but even the barn itself is almost a character. I mean, I would say that's the runner-up. In my opinion,
say Hamnet has a close, maybe third.
Yeah,
I
because
feel like
I mean, they
I don't want to sound mean, but like that sounds like you're biased talking because I don't think Hamnet's even close to
well, I mean,
winning.
it's
with all due
further
respect.
ahead than the other ones. Like it's close probably. If it had won at BAFTA, I would say it's number 2, but since it didn't, I would say it's at best number 3 or 4. I mean, they did recreate Shakespeare's Globe. That's a lot of work.
But yeah, I think I'm going to go with But I do think Frankenstein has this in the bag.
Yeah, it swept.
I will say this is Netflix's comeback because Netflix hasn't been.
They've been doing really bad.
I mean, have they?
Yeah, I would say they have. After Amelia Perez's big downfall from Grace.
Yeah, but I mean,
this is the most awards they won in a little while.
Yeah, well, I mean, Amelia Perez won 2, so they're just winning one more than
it shouldn't have won anything.
Huh? Oh, I know.
But yeah, I definitely think they're starting to come back a little bit, but they're gonna have to work harder. All right, let's start with the next up is the newest category of all, best casting. Hamnet, Marty Supreme, One Battle, Secret Agent, Sinners, First off, I love they threw Secret Agent in there. I love how they
That's
just get to-
very
Yes.
inspired because I mean, come on.
I
And
love
I also love the Marty Supreme casting. See, this is like a good example of the casting category and why we need it because, like, look at the Secret Agent, how they used actual locals for their movie, and also Marty Supreme and how Josh Safdie cast like a lot of like out of the box like character actors
Yeah.
for this movie, like Kevin O'Leary, and then God, I'm blanking on his name, like that one director. So
Yeah,
I think
I
it's
know who you're
really
saying.
cool.
I was worried when they do this category. I'm like, oh, they're just gonna do the SAG 5.
Or
they're
yeah,
not with their own
they
thing.
didn't. Yeah.
But the fact that
Um,
they did, hats off to them. I'm predicting Sinners for this, and I was predicting Sinners even before SAG. I
I
had Sinners in this
I
category.
have Sinners. Yeah, this wasn't because it won SAG Ensemble. This just felt like the kind of thing Sinners would win. It's I don't like to bring race into this, but it's like an all black cast. It's actually a really perfect cast with Michael B. Jordan, Delroy Lindo, Wimney Masaku, and also the newcomer Miles Caton. That was an excellent find because he became a fan favorite of the movie.
Exactly.
Yeah, so also Jack O'Connell, the vampires. So I think the casting is like really pitch perfect. Obviously, One Battle is the runner up. Should like if anybody's gonna beat Sinners, it's gonna be One Battle.
Yeah, and also Hannah does have one of the most famous casting directors as well. But
Yeah,
I definitely think hands down this is going to
I
say.
think
Yes.
I think number 3 is Marty Supreme because of their out of the box casting, like with Kevin O'Leary and God, I feel so weird. I'm blanking on his name. The cat, the direct. He's a director. He's a director. That's all I know. But yeah, I'd say Marty Supreme is like number 3.
I went with Sinners because I think the BAFTA snub for Nina Gold is a bit too. It's not good for her chances. If she had won at BAFTA, I would be predicting Hamnet just because she is the biggest name in the group besides the lady from Sinners. Nina's been working for like
Yeah,
30 years now.
yeah,
I
something like
definitely think it could be close. We will never know who might win this until they open the envelope. So if they called out Nina, just because I wouldn't be surprised, but I'm definitely going to go with Sinners.
Yeah, it is possible she could be name checked, but not this year. I think
Yeah,
eventually it'll
She'll
come
be
a time
back.
she'll be name checked
yeah,
off the category,
yeah.
but it's not gonna be this year.
But I do feel like I get Nina Gold's really famous, but like realistically, it's probably One Battle that's number 2. Like
Yeah, but I'm saying though, she's someone who eventually could be name checked off, is what I'm trying to say.
I know, I guess.
It won't be for this
And
year, but I'm saying no, eventually I could see that happening.
but I'm definitely just I mean it's such a new category. I'm just gonna wait and see. I'm not even gonna put it into my award experts app because I just don't want to take the chance because I can't tell.
Um, she's gonna be nominated next year for she did the Francie Miser, I think that's how you say it, for Sinners.
She did the
She's gonna be
Odyssey,
nominated
correct?
next year. She did Digger, she did the Social
Let's
Network movie, and she also did Cry to Heaven.
Okay. We don't know how those movies are going to play out. Let's not
I'm
get
100%
ahead of ourselves.
She's so good next year. She'll just
Yeah,
show up and
let's
be like, which
not get ahead
one?
of ourselves. I guarantee you, around this time last year, we would have been like, "Oh, Jay Kelly's so in for this." Okay, let's. Whenever we speak that into existence, it just doesn't happen. Or whenever we say something
Why do you
like,
think I'm
"It's
trying to
really-"
speak into existence?
huh? Sorry, I
Why do you think I'm trying to speak into existence?
don't
I'm
do
not
it.
there
It's fucked
telling
up.
you.
Anyway,
I
All
definitely
right.
do think that Nina will be back. If but I will be unsurprised if she
Yeah,
somehow
Nina
sneaks
will
in
be
because of
back
her name.
eventually. I have no doubt in my mind. All right, let's move on to best sound. F1, Frankenstein, One Battle, Sinners, and Syrah.
I have F1.
I also have F1.
Yeah, if Sinners has a really good night, it's probably
It
gonna
could.
take let's say like you said, if it randomly won let's say what film editing, I
Yeah.
think that sound would also be like a oh shit. Okay, yeah, it's really starting to win some tax. I think for sure. But I think this is F1's to lose. I mean, it's a Beatty racing movie. It's also nominated for Best Picture, so they clearly love it. Yeah, it would make sense for F1 to win here.
Exactly. I'll be happy with F1 winning.
Mm-hmm.
I'd rather have it win sound than editing. That's just my
Yeah,
personal.
yeah.
All right, best song, which I would argue is the biggest lock of the whole night. One of the biggest locks.
Yeah.
But I'll read the nominations anyway. Dear Me from Diane Warren's Relentless. Speaking of Relentless. Golden from K-pop Demon Hunters. I Lie to You from Sinners. Sweet Dreams of Joy from Vita Verde, which is a brilliant documentary, by the way. And Train Dreams from Train Dreams.
Come on.
K-pop Demon Hunters will be golden.
Yes.
For
Sir Golden is winning this.
Diane Warren, keep trying with your relentlessness. Just keep going.
All she needs to do is just do a song for a big movie. Then
Yeah.
she might win, but
Too bad she didn't do a song for like Sinners or like One Battle.
yeah.
One battle after another from one battle after another. Like I could just see her doing that. But yeah, I definitely think hands down it's gonna go golden. No debate on that. I will say eventually Diane Warren will win something. It's just not anytime soon.
Well, I mean, she got the honorary Oscar.
Yeah. She's lucky she's even got that at this point.
Yeah, I mean, yeah.
Yeah. I remember she got mad, like why aren't all the songs being performed at the Oscars this year? They're only doing I Lie to You and Gold.
Yeah.
But
Reasonable thing,
tributes to some of the people we lost, so that's probably why. Like
yeah, I think
tribute. There's a Rob Reiner tribute for sure. Those are the two we know for sure.
Yeah, so it makes sense.
Yeah,
Look, I don't think Diane even has a shot in the dark for this.
Nope.
No, the music branch, even if they were to try to go out for her, they're still in the minority, so it wouldn't matter.
Yeah, exactly.
I know some. I'm just gonna be happy to see Golden take at least something, I guess, and then we never have to hear it again.
I don't think so. That movie is here to stay.
We're gonna be hearing that song till the day we all die. It's like
it's
like Let It Go from Frozen. We're gonna be hearing that forever.
Oh my god!
I worked at a summer camp during the height of Frozen. And it was every week without fail, some kid was screeching "Let it go." I had to smile and clap.
Oh, you poor soul. But yeah, let's move on. Yeah, but I definitely think Golden has this in the bag. It has another category, which we'll get to later.
If Sinners is having a very good night, watch out.
Yeah, I can see that. Sometimes they throw a little curveball in original song, and if Sinners is having a great night, I Lie to You could win. But man, Golden has just been the song of the year of 2025. Like that's you even hear it on the radio. Like you can't escape it,
Exactly.
which might end up being its undoing because people be like, all right, I've heard fucking enough. Let me vote for something else.
It's insane that the Lego. Yeah, we also had Happy from Pharrell from this.
That's right.
The two most big popular annoying songs in the same year. It still produces one of my favorite Oscar moments of all time. Pharrell's performing the audience.
After El Mal, I don't care what they vote for. They've lost all credibility.
Let me tell you something. Meryl Streep can groove. I can tell you that much. All right, we're gonna move on to best score. Begonia, Frankenstein, almost said FedEx. Hamnet, One Battle, Sinners.
Yeah, Sinners. It's literally about music. The score is fucking awesome. Come on,
my favorite score. I thought. All right, we're gonna move on to the stuff I'm gonna pretend I know a lot about, even though I don't. The short categories. We're gonna start with anime short. Butterfly, Forever Green, The Girl Who Cried Pearls, Retirement Plan, and The Three Sisters.
I'm gonna.
I like The Girl
Forever Green. The Girl Who Cried Pearls. Okay, yeah, I'm gonna go with Forever Green.
I'm just gonna pick something. Butterfly. I'm just gonna pick something and just help it. Look, I know I'm gonna go for 0 for 3 in these short categories. I'm gonna at least fake my way through it. All right, next up is live action short Butcher's Stain, A Friend of Dorothy, Jane Austen's period drama, and The Singers, and two people exchanging saliva.
I have the singers.
I think I'm gonna go with the Singers too.
Yeah, I saw it on Netflix.
I
thought it was
have The Friend of
good.
Dorothy.
Okay. Again, we don't know, so
Yeah.
you could be right. We both can be right. Who knows?
I
Yeah.
picked Friend of Dorothy because it has well-known people in it, and sometimes that does help them.
Yeah, that's true. Sometimes it can help.
Sometimes it does, sometimes it doesn't. Look at that. Look at Zoe Saldana's live action short last year.
Oh yeah, I forgot about that.
Yeah, she was the lead.
But yeah, you never know. You never know. All right, last short category, and then we can go back to normal. Best documentary short: All the Empty Rooms, Armed with Only a Camera, The Life and Death of Brett Renaud, Children No More, We Are Hearing Gone, The Devil is Busy, and Perfectly a Strangeness.
I have All the Empty Rooms.
I also have All the Empty Rooms. Jake, what do you have?
I'm just going to go with what Matthew said because I have no clue about this category.
Yeah.
That's fair
It's
enough.
on Netflix, so I figured. I don't know. But let's move on back to categories we actually know. Documentary feature: The Alabama Solution, Come See Me in the Good Light, Cutting Through Rocks, Mr. Nobody Against Putin, and The Perfect Neighbor.
I have Mr. Nobody Against Putin.
I also have Mr. Nobody Against Putin.
Yeah, similar to Timothy Chalamet, The Perfect Neighbor. It won Critics' Choice. It won like a lot of critics groups, but then once it got to the industry awards, it just stopped winning. It's even losing to people not even nominated in this category. So like what the fuck's up with that? So I think Mr. Nobody Against Putin is going to win.
I completely agree with that.
Oh, Jake's gone.
Oh, I have no idea why. But yeah, I definitely think this is. I think this is definitely going to Mr. Nobody Against Putin. Okay, there we go.
Oh, are they back?
App crashed.
Yeah.
Hey, what happened?
I don't know. It just said not working. Please try again.
It does that.
Ooh.
I was going to say before Russia cut me off was Mr. Putin.
Yeah.
So we all have him. Sorry, we all have the documentary. No.
Yeah, we all have Putin. But yeah, we all have Mr. Nobody.
You'll cut your Wi-Fi. Yeah.
All right, best international feature. This is the one I'm curious about.
Yeah, this one I'm not even confident in.
It's a head scratcher, but quick reminder to the people: it was just an accident. The Secret Agent, Sentimental Value, Sarat, and the voice of Hein Rajab.
I have Sentimental Value, but I'm not confident in it.
I have The Secret Agent, but I'm not confident in it.
That makes sense. I mean, they both make sense as winners. Here's the thing, though. I mean, the reason I'm predicting Sentimental Value. Not only did it win BAFTA, but we have to keep one thing in mind. It's voted. People in the industry are voting for this. Sentimental Value, its backdrop is literally filmmaking.
Yeah.
So it would make sense. I mean, they would obviously gravitate more to that, no? Because they're like, yeah, this is more relatable for me.
I agree, but something's just telling me go with The Secret Agent.
That's the thing, The Secret Agent. Maybe they're like, you know what? I've seen thousands of movies about Hollywood or about filmmaking. Let me go with something this is more like new, more fresh. This category
is about old Academy versus new Academy, I would say. Because if you think about it, if the voting body was the same as it was a couple of years ago, I think Sentimental Value would have this in the bag, no debate. But with the newer Academy, they might go with something like The Secret Agent.
Yes. Yeah, I mean, they're both in Best Picture, so that makes it even
both by the same studio too.
By the same studio, yeah, Neon. But like the thing is, they already awarded I'm Still Here last year, and with the same subject matter. Granted, this is a bit more different. The Secret Agent is about systematic repression and generational trauma.
Yeah.
Whereas I'm still here, kind of. I don't want to like compare the two, but what I'm trying to get at is that like one. Also, I'm still here benefited from Amelia Perez taking a goddamn nosedive, and so
It's
what
a
do you
hard
think?
one.
I'm gonna go with sentimental value for now. Secret Agent also makes a lot of sense to win, but I can't overthink this, so I'm just gonna stick with sentimental value.
Jake, what do you think?
Also,
Um,
one more thing. Sentimental value has an all-star cast. There you go. Continue.
okay. I'm stuck. I do think it's sentimental value or bust, but I think that's its only win. And I think it showed some weakness with the BAFTA snubs because everyone was over predicting it would do well. And then for the industry to turn around and go, well, I do think I'm still here needed to win the BAFTA to be like win competitive. Yes, it got the indie spirit. Yes, it did well here. Yes, it got into several different categories that usually international like films don't usually get. But I also think that sentimental value is bolstered by the star cast, the newest discovery of the year, Miss Inga. I can't pronounce her last name, so I'm not going to say her full name. I'll just
Yeah,
call her
it's daughter
Inga.
Lilius.
Yeah. I think it helped. I do think at best it's sentimental value is only shot. At worst, it goes home empty-handed. It depends how much people really liked the Secret Agent. I watched it. I loved it. I was more impressed with Miss with the older actress.
Tania
She's
Maria.
brilliant. Um, Oh, I love her. And now with that commercial, I wish she'd gotten in. That would have been hilarious and sweet. I'm just gonna go with sentimental value because it did get the BAFTA. I know it lost the Golden Globe, correct?
Yeah,
Sentimental value, yeah.
yeah, it lost the globe.
So it's just basically who carries more weight. Are they gonna go with the Golden Globe that also could carry along an acting win, possibly tiny percentage, or are they gonna go with she seems to be the lighter film?
I
It's a,
wouldn't say wait, lighter in what?
Well, just kind of less. I mean, The Secret Agent is kind of a difficult, it's not a happy movie. So I was thinking maybe they would go with something that appeals to the
Okay.
acting branch.
Sorry.
I don't know how they
I thought
would.
you were talking like Secret Agent's the lighter film, and I'm like, I don't I don't know about that.
yeah,
No, that film is
I
sad.
was,
Like, I cried.
I was like, yeah.
yeah.
um yeah, that's also the other thing. Secret Agent, it's a slow burn thriller. It's not an easy watch. Okay. I mean, granted, there's like no gore or anything, but let's be honest here. I mean, I'm sure there's gonna be a lot of voters who are like, I don't understand what the fuck I'm watching. And they might be turned off by that, where sentimental value is much more
Yeah.
it's easier to digest. But the
Look at the
Oscars are
sad
full
film
of
without an actor.
yeah, but like the thing is the Oscars are full of surprises. Sometimes they do throw curveballs and we're like, oh wow, they're kind of cool. That was a good one. And sometimes no, they're very
Um,
predictable. So this
oh,
is
I
fucking tough.
definitely do think. I definitely. I do that. It was just an accident. Could be fresh on people's minds, maybe.
You
Well,
maybe
For
it,
what's happening.
but the
well,
fact that it missed Best Picture is also really telling. So
well. Here's the thing, though. If people are split between Secret Agent and sentimental value, I think it was just an accident. Would be the third choice. And
I think the fact that it got original screenplay, yeah, it's very obviously the third choice, but
I,
it would be very
this is a
unprecedented.
fascinating category.
It's just unprecedented for it would be very unprecedented if two international features nominated for Best Picture lose to a non-Best Picture nominee. That would just be that's. I don't think that would
I
ever.
would scream and clap. Like I
Yeah.
would
I,
love. It was just an accident. I would love for, or the girl with
the voice of Haim Najab.
uh that movie devastated me. I would love for it to win.
Yeah, that
It's
would
a
be.
yeah. Sorry.
But that's. I was gonna say that's even more inaccessible than The Secret Agent, given its subject matter. Um.
They even had Jesse Buckley promoting it, which was so cool.
Yeah.
I think I'm gonna go with Secret Agent. I'm gonna trust my gut on this and see.
No, that's fine. I'm gonna go with sentimental value, but Secret Agent. I guess it would make sense as like the as a. That's the thing. I could see it happen because they did nominate in casting and best picture, so they obviously liked it. Like they loved I don't know about loved, but they obviously liked it enough to where it could still get in. Something tells me it barely got in, just like F1. But this is very difficult. Secret Agent makes a lot of sense, but so does Sentimental Value. But I'm sticking with Sentimental
It's a
Value.
mess.
For cast, it's more accessible. It's easier to digest. It's about, I wouldn't say about the industry itself, but it's very relatable to people in the industry, I'm sure. So, Sentimental Value.
Yeah, I'm just gonna stick with Secret Agent and see what the hell happens.
Yeah.
I gotta be wrong.
And I'll stick with
Sentimental Value.
yeah, but Secret Agent, I'm watching you.
Yeah. It's a fascinating category. I would say this is more fascinating than I thought it would be a month, like couple months.
Usually international feature every year. For the most part, it's like, oh, just go for the one that's nominated for Best Picture. But now this is
Now it's kind of
yeah,
interesting.
that's a race.
All right, let's move on to Best Animated Film. Arco, Elio, K-pop Demon Hunters, Little Amelie, or The Character Rain, and Zootopia 2. This is definitely going K-pop.
K-pop Demon Hunters.
Let's
But
go.
I'm keeping an eye on Zootopia 2.
It only won BAFTA because of lack of competition.
Yeah, wasn't there like one other movie nominated with Zootopia 2?
It was like 2 other movies. Yeah, it was weird. They only nominated 3.
They only nominate 3 or 4, and they never nominate 5 for some reason.
I don't know why, but yeah, Zootopia 2 won because K-pop wasn't there. I think K-pop has this in the bag. It's everybody knows. Yeah.
Plus, it appeals to the international voters. It appeals to younger voters. It helps.
I think any animated feature would appeal to the younger voters.
But I know specifically to this movie that's about a different country. It can't hurt it.
I guess, but like you can make the same argument for Arco because that's also
Which
an
I would love.
international, huh?
Which I would love to.
Arco, I quite enjoyed that one. I don't think Zootopia 2 has any chance to win. I think it's like 5%. That's how locked K-pop is.
Yeah. It's nothing new.
It's best not to overthink it. K-pop.
Yeah. Move on. Speaking of not overthinking, let's get the easy screenplay categories out of the way because these are done.
Song Sung Blue wins via write-in.
Yes. No, Zootopia 2 wins, of course.
Oh, yeah, I forgot. Damn, yeah.
Let's start with adapted. Begonia, Frankenstein, Hamnet, One Battle, Train Dreams. One battle after another for sure. Even if they go rogue and director and best picture, Paul Thomas Anderson will finally be an Oscar winner.
It won literally everything. We've never seen a sweep this big since The Social Network. Like, okay, I am genuinely surprised One Battle has swept the way it did. Literally.
I honestly thought maybe BAFTA could go for Hamnet.
BAFTA could have gone rogue, but they chose not to.
That's how locked up it is. They didn't even go for a Hamnet in this category.
I do think if there is a split, that Hamnet would be number 2, but I definitely don't see them verging the path unless they suddenly all the voters were like, well, he's already going to get director, so let's spread some love.
Yeah,
I think that would be the logic when we get to director more than this category.
Yeah, that would be a highly enjoyable moment, though. I think the internet would explode.
Yeah, the thing is like, if they're like, oh, he already had, I think directors would be like, or the voters would be like, well, he has director. He already has screenplay, so I'm not going to give it to him for director. So
which we'll talk about when we get to director.
I think
that's going to be an interesting one.
This is so locked up. I mean, it's a very well written movie. We've never seen a sweep this big since The Social Network in terms of screenplay. So there's no precedent for it to lose. Not even close. Yeah.
If it did, it would be historic and very entertaining.
It would probably mess up how people look at awards.
If it loses here, Paul Thomas Anderson is never winning an Oscar. If it loses here, he's not winning director and he's not winning best picture. And yeah.
But yeah,
I kind of want the drama.
Okay, if you love Drill so much, let's have to see Buckley
like, oh my god.
God. Here's the thing. Jake and I like watching woods burn. We just love watching the world go into chaos.
Jesse Buckley losing would be very funny.
We'll talk about it.
That's the only one we ain't.
Well, we'll talk about her. Don't worry. We'll get to her.
Yeah, so we all have One Battle?
Yeah, we all have.
What type of question is that? Yeah, no shit.
I'm speaking of no shit. Original screenplay: Blue Moon. It was
Sinners.
just an accident. Marty Supreme, Sentimental Value, and congratulations, Sinners. Ryan Coogler is at least winning 1 Oscar.
Yes,
It's
Sinners.
now an Oscar winner.
It's a deserving winner. It's an original
Yeah.
piece. I
Again,
mean,
if
vampire.
it went anywhere else, it would be an upset.
Sorry, what?
I said again, if it went anywhere else, it would be the biggest
Oh,
upset of all
okay.
time. Again, I think it's
Yeah, I
rare
agree.
that we go into Oscar night with so many locks.
Yeah, sorry. I heard if it won anything else, I was like, Sanders winning anything else would not be an upset. That's pretty. Anyway, yeah. I mean, similar to One Battle, Ryan Coogler basically won screenplay almost everywhere except the Golden Globe, right?
Yeah, but
Yeah.
that's because One Battle won, and it's a
Yeah.
It's
Sinners. I mean, come on, it's an original piece. It's a vampire
look at it this way.
vampire musical. Yeah,
BAFTA didn't have to go for Sinners, and they chose
that's
to.
the thing. Yeah, I know a lot of people were like, "Oh, Cinema Value has BAFTA." I'm like, "What the fuck are you talking about?" It's obviously Sinners. You'd be surprised how much BAFTA does get in line with
But
what is winning.
But the problem was Rumi Masaku and Robert Ayayo winning. Both deserved, by the way. But now next year, people are going to be like, "Oh, British automatically they're going to win. Oh, European automatically they're going to win."
Sometimes they go for their own, but maybe Winnie Masaki winning BAFTA is more of a signal that the international voters are gonna go for her. But we'll discuss that when we get to that.
Which we're almost there, by the way.
Yeah. Also, I hate to be that guy, but like, have you seen like people are predicting Robert Aramayo to like win or get nominated next year?
It's that April release date, and they push
Like
it
that's the
to
thing.
fall.
Like
I
how
would love for him to. He's
Look, if they push it to fall, you can make an argument for him at
But
least.
that's the thing. It already went to TIFF. It's not going to have a fall festival run. And also the other thing, the movie's not going to be strong in the US. So
April
there's not
release
going to be passion for it to last from April all the way to what, December? Or
Yeah.
all the way to January? No way.
Yeah, December with the Globes and the.
Yeah,
I
that makes sense.
wish. It'd be amazing. He's so deserving of
Well,
a
Robert
win.
could sneak in for a Golden Globe nomination in drama, but that's the only place I could see it possible.
But that's the thing. Voters would have to go out for him. And by then, we're already going to have like a shit ton of movies
Yeah,
blocking him. It's going to be like Life of Chuck all over again.
I already started Mike John Goodman. Like John Goodman, Steve Buscemi, I need to see nominated next year. I've already started.
Don't even want to discuss it. This is my fault for bringing it up. My fault.
No,
But-
in all seriousness, though, yeah, I definitely think screenplays are done. Easiest walks, but
Mhm.
now we get to the hard stuff. Let's
do
start
it.
with supporting actor because that's the easiest out of the 2 supportings.
It is funny. I think in our BAFTA or in our SAG video, I said if Sean Penn wins BAFTA, he's gonna win SAG. Yay!
Yeah, you were right.
And I think I also said that if he, because I think I do remember that we both agreed on that because I said he did get the London Critics Circle, and a lot of people don't pay attention that usually indicates how the British might be thinking and who won Best Supporting and not Stellan.
Yeah.
Quick reminder of the nominees: Benicio del Toro, Jacob Elordi, Delroy Lindo, Sean Penn, Stellan Skarsgård. I think this is obviously going to go Sean Penn. I would love to see a Delroy Lindo upset, which I think is humanly possible.
So the funny thing is, I know like a lot of people on film Twitter specifically, they're like, no way Sean Penn's gonna win because nobody likes him. I said it in the SAG video. Don't fucking underestimate the industry's love for Sean Penn. They may not love him, but they sure as hell like him because he constantly puts out great performances. The thing is, even though like didn't even campaign and he somehow
He
won.
didn't show up both. He didn't show up for both awards.
The dude just does not like campaigning.
It's
But
weird. He showed up at the Globes, but he didn't show up anywhere else.
he was probably confident he wasn't going to win.
When I think of Sean Penn, I think of I'm not sure if any of you have seen Glee, but there's a line from Chris Colfer where he talks about Leah Michelle's character saying, "Boy, she may be difficult, but she sure can sing." That's Sean Penn. Boy, he may be difficult, but he can act.
Oh,
And actors
I
respect
have to
that.
agree with that.
That's why he's still in the industry, despite having the reputation he does. He's a great actor, and two, I think he's so self-aware about how he behaves. I think people almost find it enduring, or they're like, yeah, at least he knows. I don't know. I'm not in the industry, so
Yeah.
But the thing is, he won SAG and BAFTA. Those are 2 industry awards. I think with one battle having the night it's going to have, I think Sean Penn's going to win. But let's not underestimate Stellan Skarsgård. I know this season has been so weird, crazy, chaotic. There's a lot of adjectives to describe it, a lot of words to describe it. That Sean Penn, well, it does make sense. He's peaking at the right time. Look at Ya Jaeun when she started winning SAG and BAFTA. We knew he was winning. Sean Penn, well, yes, it's more than likely he's going to win the Oscar. The season's been so unpredictable, man, that we should entertain the fact that Stellan Skarsgård could still win, or that Delroy Lindo
or Jacob Elordi, who had the physical transformation.
He's not winning. He's not okay. He's not going to win.
But you get my point, though. That
Imagine if he did.
But I do think Delroy Lindo and Stellan Skarsgård are easily still in this race.
Do you think even if Elordi did somehow by magic won because there's no split, would he even have a speech? Because he didn't even have a speech in Critics' Choice.
If maybe he might prepare a speech just in case, but nobody thought. I don't think even he thinks he's going to win. He's too hot. Okay,
imagine if he does, though. Imagine if he does.
Imagine, but I think it's going to Sean Penn. But I think
look what happened when Paul Mescal and Jacob Elordi were going to be in the same category.
They couldn't handle the hotness, apparently.
No, they couldn't.
It was just too much sex appeal.
Yeah, but I definitely think Sean Penn's gonna win.
I have Sean Penn. I mean, let's not overthink it. I think right now it's obvious, but like the season's been so unpredictable that
I bet money this is the first category announced on Oscar.
Either that or supporting actress, which would be fucking nail biter.
I kind of want supporting actor announced first, because so that way if it's chaotic, at least I'll know for the rest of the night. Okay, it's gonna be so chaotic that we have no idea what the fuck's happening.
I would be very pleased if SAG ended up matching 4 because then I could just relax the rest of the night and not be mowing into my Jessie Buckley cake.
Well, speaking of acting, let's get into supporting actress. The hardest category by far, I would say.
Oh God, yeah.
Elle Fanning, Inga, both for sentimental value. Amy Madigan for Wedmans, Mumi Masaki for Sinners, and Teyana Taylor for One Battle After Another.
Wow. It's funny because me and Matthew were talking about this yesterday. This is so fascinating that for the first time in like a while, almost every acting category has a giant red question mark around it, and we usually don't see that.
Yeah, almost every category. We'll get to them.
But I don't know what to do here, honestly. I have Wunmi Masaku winning because she won BAFTA. That's it.
Well, here's the thing. I want to say this, and I think I said this to Jake a couple of days ago. Amy makes sense because she won a critics group and an industry. Wunmi Masaki makes sense because she won an industry prize and in a huge movie that has 16 nominations. Teyana Taylor makes sense because she won Globe and is in the Best Picture frontrunner. Yes, it's a hard category.
Like, and I know people are like, well, she missed BAFTA. Amy Madigan, missed BAFTA. And yeah, that does signal weakness, especially with international voters. I will say that. But the fact that she won SAG, she's the leader of the critics groups, and I know she's the lone nominee, which signals even more weakness. I think usually we don't really see lone winners, but if it were to happen again, I think it'd be this year because of how chaotic everything has been, right? Like,
that's the thing. You can make a justification
despite remove Golden Globe. She's won everything she was nominated for.
Yeah, you're absolutely right.
That's also what's giving me pause. It's like, yeah, she's consistently winning. Granted, if she was nominated at BAFTA, I don't think she would have won that.
But I wouldn't even question.
That's the thing. That's a what if. We don't know that now because she missed.
Here's the thing. If Amy was nominated for SAG, I'm sorry, not SAG, BAFTA, but didn't win, I would even feel more confident predicting Amy because I'm like, okay, she won 2 of the big prizes, won the main industry, and was nominated for everything. But the fact that she missed BAFTA, it makes this even harder.
It does make it harder because it signals that the international voters aren't liking her or didn't like her enough to nominate her.
I know for a while people were convinced with a capital see that Inga was going to win the BAFTA and then the Oscar.
Yeah.
I know they were just dead
That-
right if
Yeah,
they
I
even
heard
suggested
that.
otherwise. So when Amy missed, I was like, oh, that's interesting. And then Woomy was able to come through and win that, and then SAG split. And I think what makes me lean towards Amy a bit more is that speech was as charming as she needed to be. It was an Olivia Colman type speech where it can make even the most hardened voter, despite a film's weakness, be like, oh, I want to hear more of that. I mean, that's what it wasn't that The Favorite was some huge blockbuster. It's the fact that Olivia Colman was up there calling Rachel Weisz and Emma Stone her bitches, and she was giving things that we don't usually see with an actor. We don't usually see them be goofy and themselves. They're always like, oh, I'd like to thank my family and my dad and my uncle. That it's rare that we have someone point at their statue and go, oh, it's like a Ken doll. I mean, she's so cute and sweet, and I do see a path for her. I know BAFTA's a huge miss. Look what happened with Lily Gladstone when she couldn't even get past the jury. It signaled that the international body didn't, they split. And I do think that Woomy has the second biggest shock. I would be unsurprised if Tiana could somehow, but she's only won the Golden Globe. She's missed everywhere else, and
Yeah.
which was surprising because her speech was really good. And I was thinking, well, there's our supporting actress winner.
Yeah, I would agree with that. I thought Taylor Taylor had this in the bag.
That's the thing, but she did. I mean, she did get nominated at BAFTA. She has no trouble getting nominated.
It's just
I guess it's the fact that she's only in the first act of the movie, and then
yeah,
that's it.
and
But
and
thing
that's
is, she's so fucking memorable.
And I think that's also why I'm sticking with Amy a tiny bit is,
That's
look,
fine.
we've had this before where an actor's only in half the movie, but it's what you do with your screen time. Can you make your presence be felt? And Anthony Hopkins in Silence of the Lambs beat her straight to network. She won for a 5-minute performance. Like timing doesn't matter. It's what you do with the time that the voters will end up ultimately
Also,
judging.
once those two movies have in common, the Oscars fucking loved those movies, and they obviously love One Battle. So I could see her just coming along with the wave of love that's going to happen. But also, you can now make the argument for fucking Wunmi Masaku because she also wants.
just gonna have a good night too.
What's giving me pause is that I think we can all agree in that she doesn't really make sense as an Oscar winner. No offense to her and her performance, but like when you watch the movie, I'm not being like, oh, she needs to win. She needs to win for that. She's good.
I mean, I definitely think I would have predicted Woomy more if she had won at SAG when Michael was going to win actor, but we didn't know Michael was going to win actor.
And believe me,
So
we'll get to that. Don't worry.
So yeah, this is like such a head
it's
scratch.
such a
Yeah.
I've never just do it first. I don't care about supporting. Just do supporting actor and actors at the same time, and just shout out the winner and move on.
Yeah. Um,
Yeah, but like I think I know like one the anonymous. I don't. I'm not even gonna mention the anonymous ballots.
Yeah, it's not
They are
Penelope
mentioning
Cruz
Madigan a
and
lot.
Penelope Cruz and Richard E. Grant led the anonymous ballots, and we look what happened to them.
Yeah.
When
I will
we,
point out that if the SAG ones were correct, that her 84 points was a sign.
yeah, but Amy Madigan was just so overwhelmingly.
She's so sweet, and I just
led.
if she won, I'd
led
be
the
on
anonymous
my feet
ballots by a
screaming.
lot. Mhm.
You know what? I've said this at the beginning of award season. I was going to champion Amy Madigan's Oscar campaign, and I'm going to stick with her to the very end. This is a hard category. There's no easy solution to this category, no matter how many times you try to justify your pick. It's always going to not feel right in this category.
Yeah.
I do think that Elle Fanning and Inga are just happy to be there,
Yeah, I
contrary
would
to what
agree.
everyone is still trying to predict.
I think Tiana Taylor and Amy Madigan, they make a lot more sense as winners than Wunmi Musaku does. But the thing is, Musaku
BAFTA
winning
win.
BAFTA, it could just mean she's British and they went for the British pick. I mean, she was a former winner beforehand, so maybe they're just like, oh, we love Wunmi Musaku. That could be why she won BAFTA. But it also could be the international voters are probably going to go out for her. But this is like
Is
so.
it enough to counteract the love of the Actors Guild for Amy?
Yes,
Is
many
it
times
such
that's been proven. Yes.
if Amy had gotten up there, I have said this to some friends. I said if Amy had gone up there and given the worst speech in the world, I think we could doubt. But Amy went up there and it was so cute and it was so sweet and it
It,
made sense why they voted for her. I think she made the most of her time and we'll see if that pulls her ahead. I would love for Aunt Gladys to be an Oscar winning role. I
I,
don't think we'd hear the end of it for years. I think pride parades would have Aunt Gladys as everywhere you look.
but
The
it's
gays need this.
yeah, supporting actress. No matter who you pick out of the three, it's gonna be difficult no matter what. So
Yeah, but like
I'm
so
not even putting
to
it
to
in my
to
prediction.
reiterate, to reinforce my point, it just like I think we can all agree Winnie Masako doesn't really make sense like an Oscar winner, like right? Like when you
well,
watch the
just
movie,
yeah, I agree with that. But
She's been good for years, and it
no,
would
no,
be lovely,
like
but
she's
no,
good.
she doesn't.
We,
but
I'm not saying that, but like when you
he's
watch
saying
the
Oh no,
movie,
I know. I'm just concurring that I agree. It doesn't make much sense.
yeah,
She is the heart of the movie. I do admit that. She is very memorable, but is it enough? She couldn't make it into, wasn't it Globe?
yeah, but like I mean,
And
Globe in this
did
case,
she
like
make
this
it into
isn't,
Critics' Choice?
yeah,
yeah.
she got Critics' Choice. No, I'm not saying like she's bad or anything. I mean, she is good. But like when you watch the movie, besides that one scene she has with Michael B. Jordan at like when they what was it like a cottage? I mean that's basically her scene. I mean she's good. She's very reliable the entire movie, but just nothing about that to me
But
really
yeah,
screamed. Yeah,
I agree with that. But again, if they love Sinners, it's easy enough to just have her go on.
that's the thing. If it's winning Best Picture, I think she is winning here. I mean, I mean, if it's winning Best Picture, she is winning, in my opinion. But maybe she also not go along with it. This
No,
is
I agree. I just don't know now. I'm even more.
yeah. I mean, I a part of me thinks this was
No,
a part
I'll
of me
spoil
thinks she
this
only
now.
won a part of me only thinks she won because because she's British, but maybe there's something deeper than that. I'm just gonna stick with her. Sticking with her. Done. Yeah.
I think I'm going with Amy Madigan, which
That's yeah.
seems weird with what I'm doing in Best Picture, which again, you already know what I'm going to do in Best Picture.
But that's the thing. This season has been so chaotic to the point where while everything Amy Madigan has against her, I just don't think it really well, we'll find out if it matters, but
This
she's
year's stats don't matter too much.
she's
I would
been
say.
consistently winning.
That's the hardest part. She's been consistently doing good, so I don't know.
Mhm.
All right, let's move on, shall we? Let's move on to Best Actress. I'll read out the five: Jessie Buckley, Rose Byrne, Kate Hudson, Renate, and Emma Stone. This is obviously going to go Cynthia Erivo and a write-in.
Also, obviously, I mean, we saw the anonymous ballots, so like we just did a write-in. So I mean,
Yeah.
yeah, come on.
But yeah, this is Jessie
They pulled
Buckley.
a Betty Davis
Yeah.
Yeah,
Um.
this is
for Of
Jessie
Human
Buckley.
Bondage.
Yeah.
This
This is Jesse,
this
but
is Jessie Buckley done. I don't even want to debate it. I don't even want to
yeah,
discuss it. It's done.
I know there
Can
were some
we?
many controversies going on. Those don't matter. They
Yeah,
have no effect. They were non-issues. Come
yeah.
on, it's Jesse
So
Buck.
let's move on to Best Actor.
Can
That's
I
the
just
big
say
one.
that can we at least mention how nice it is for once in 6 years that we don't have to go into Oscar night? It's harassing.
About Best Actress because that
I
Best
mean,
Actress is usually the wacky one.
and can we also mention that the person to do it 6 years ago was her co-star Renee Zellweger for Judy, in which Jesse played her assistant.
Hmm.
Oh yeah,
Like
that is funny. Oh yeah, that is
that's.
the last Best Actress swept. Now that I think about it,
Hmm.
I wish Renee could
that's
like
hilarious.
push Mikey Madison away and be like, "No, girl, I got this." Have Renee come and do
All right,
it.
all right. Let's move on to Best Actor because this is the biggest conversation we're gonna have. Timothy Chalamet, Leonardo DiCaprio, Ethan Hawke, Michael B. Jordan, Wagner Moura.
I know we agreed in the SAG video. Whoever's winning Best Actor here is going to win the Oscar.
Yes.
Now that we're
And
here,
so,
I don't know what the fuck to do because, like, honestly,
Look, I'm gonna be honest. I didn't say this in the video, but something told me if Timothy Chalamet wasn't gonna win, I thought they were gonna go with Leonardo DiCaprio.
here's
That's
the
but the
weird.
fact that they didn't go with him, I'm kind of like, what the fuck do I do now?
So I'm sure you guys will agree. It's kind of like Wunmi Masaku. Michael B. Jordan doesn't make any sense as a Best Actor Oscar winner for Sinners. Right? Like, do you guys agree with me? Am I alone in this?
Someone wrote this online, and I agree with them. The twins are a little bit too similar. I feel like they need to be more different. If you
The
know.
thing with one, that's just writing, and two, he doesn't make them outwardly distinct. He just does it in subtle ways, like giving one of them a dimple. Also, their
Yeah,
clothing is what makes them distinct. Like one of them has like a gold tooth, I think. And
but that's
he's
what I
good.
mean.
Don't get me wrong, he's good, even great. I think this is probably his career best. I even said that once the movie released. I was like, wow, he's really, really fucking good. He really knows how to inhabit them. But like, come on, this isn't even the best dual role of 2025. And that's not a knock against him. He's great. But when you watch the movie, he's not the number one thing you talk about the movie. It's usually the technical aspects, the cinematography, Ryan Coogler's vision. So I'm really baffled that he's the front runner now. Like, because all things considered, out of everybody in this category, I think we'd agree that he gives the weakest performance. Like, if we were to rank them, he'd probably be ranked last.
Yeah, I would agree with that. I don't know what to do.
I don't know either. I don't know
I'm
either.
gonna go with Michael B. Jordan, and
I'm going with Michael B. Jordan.
oh,
But like the thing is, he just doesn't make sense as a winner. That just
I don't know what to do. I just
yeah. I think it is telling that Chalamet on the anonymous ballots he only got like one mention. But then again, didn't Jessica Chastain like get fucking fucked over on the anonymous ballots? Like
probably
anonymous ballots don't matter.
no.
We do know his Timothy Chalamet style of campaigning
Has not worked.
It didn't work. Well, it kind of did, but I think the fact that he lost the two industry awards is telling. But this season has been so chaotic and so unpredictable that maybe this is going to be one of the rare times in which the Golden Globe and Critics' Choice winner wins the Oscar because of how unpredictable everything has been.
I think I don't know what to do.
I'm going to go with Michael B. Jordan.
Me too.
Because he won SAG. That this just doesn't feel right as a Best Actor winner. And I think when we look back on this in like 10 years, we're going to be like, yeah, that wasn't really a great win. And no offense to him, the performance is good. But compared to everybody else in this category, it's not better.
I think I'm just gonna go with Jordan.
I'm going to go with Jordan.
I'm going to go with Jordan, I think, just because he gave a burner of a speech. I will admit, if Wagner Moura had made it into BAFTA and SAG and won there, I would say that we will have a beautiful Oscar homecoming for Brazil that could shake the entire planet with how loud they would be screaming. They would absolutely lose their mind. And he's such a sweet man. And he's been campaigning his ass off. Like he's been presenting at things. He's not even like you wouldn't think to see him there. And he shows up and he's like, hi. So has Kate Hudson, but Timmy hurt himself. Timmy really, I don't know who told him, pull the Lady Gaga campaign, and you should follow that to the T. He's done everything short of saying flies have been sent by the fictional character Marty Mauser. Like with Patricia Reggiani, she said that Patricia sent flies after me. They be following me. People forget the Academy doesn't like people who do this.
No,
Austin
I
Butler
agree.
kept the Elvis voice for.
Well, that he couldn't help.
Well, you got really close to winning. Austin Butler was like number 2.
He should.
I do know there were some voters who were starting to question why does he still sound like Elvis, but I think they don't really like it when people are like expecting you to hand it to them on a silver platter. And Timmy has not been. He even started to get out of his seat at BAFTA. Like he was so
sure. Yeah.
They're sick of him. He's overexposed. He's a movie star that they're. Unfortunately, he's young, which means they might make him wait till he's 50 or 42 like Leonardo DiCaprio. He will have to kill a bear on screen and crawl inside a carcass of a buffalo.
That's what he needs to do. Timothy Chalamet needs to kill a bear and crawl in its carcass.
Can he do that?
Still, I mean, I don't think the industry hates him. I mean, you saw him at No, because like look at the industry screenings for Marty Supreme. They were filled
I
up and everybody wanted to take a picture with him.
I don't think they hate him.
Yeah.
But his
They're sick.
campaign this season has been terrible.
I
think
know
their
because
idea
he's the
was-
reason
I
Marty
think-
Supreme is successful.
But here's the thing I want to say. He chose to campaign like his character, and I think that was the worst mistake I think they made on that. Because his character is a strong character to like. He's brilliant in it. He's absolutely brilliant in Marty Supreme. But the problem is to try campaign as your character, in my opinion, was a huge mistake.
I think it worked when promoting the movie,
But
I know after the Golden Globe win, he kind of toned it down. But doing the career retrospective plus that conversation with Matthew McConaughey, that didn't do him any favors.
yeah.
Yeah. Also, it's just
Yeah.
whole thing. Yeah. Those
definitely
two
think-
things were not good.
I think, when I think of how they vote, I think of Brendan Fraser. I think of the fact that they're willing to toss a. Sometimes it works. If you campaign as a sweetheart, boom, you have the Oscar. If you campaign as like Sean Penn did, he still beat the wrestler. He's unlikable. Occasionally their personalities don't have any factor.
Yeah.
But Timothy being as assured as he was, I think he had people in his ear saying, "Oh yeah, this is definitely working. Keep doing it." I think the town hall is what kind of solidified in the voters' minds that
we're good. Yeah, but I definitely think this is going to Michael B. Jordan. I do think Wagner Moore honestly has a chance. I think anyone has a chance. I hate to say that.
Oh, I would love for it to be Mora. I think it would.
Yeah, Mora would be a very, very great win. He was my favorite my favorite lead actor performance of that year, 2025. It's just
Plus, when have we had plus when have we had a hot person win Best Actor in a while? Not very.
But here's the thing I want to say: Wagner Moore could realistically win.
I guess he's number 3 in my opinion.
As weird as this year has been, we have to. This is the one year we have to consider. Okay, who's number 3? Because it's just that whacked out. Like, we legit have to sit down and consider that.
It's just. Yeah, what's stopping me? I mean, I'm predicting Michael B. Jordan no matter what because he gave a good speech at the right time, but it's just that performance makes no sense as like a winner.
No, I agree with you.
They obviously love Sinners, so I guess it's going to be like a Shakespeare in Love type of situation in which it doesn't really matter. He's just going to go along with the movie.
Which I think is going to happen with what I'm predicting.
Yeah, so I mean,
maybe we're all wrong and it's Timmy.
No, I honestly could still see Timothée Chalamet still win. I mean, the performance is there. He won Golden Globe and Critics' Choice. I mean, Sean Penn won his first Oscar with just Golden Globe. And this season has been so unpredictable that could still happen. Honestly, like I won't on any other year. I'd be like, no way, Timothée Chalamet is going to win. No, but he's still very much
so fragmented.
Also, he's still predicting Marty Supreme overseas. So, he's still in the conversation. He's still out there.
And I know a lot of Timmy fans are probably going to come into this saying, well, no, you guys just hate everything.
We
hate him. It's
we made it very clear we like Chalamet. So, I think we'll be good.
But every time someone makes an argument for Jordan, they're always under the comments going, well, Timmy will still win. I'm like,
well, that's a word season for you.
That's a word season.
Not going for him was a nail in the coffin. Well, the first nail.
I guess, but they didn't even go for Michael B. Jordan either. So whatever argument you can make about Chalamet at BAFTA, you could go. Well, they didn't go for Jordan either. Yeah. They didn't go for Ethan Hawke either. They didn't go for DiCaprio either.
I definitely do. I don't know. It's just such a weird year. I think if Timothy had swept, like Buckley, which I'm still very upset about. Yeah, I would have no problem predicting him, but I can't ignore the SAG loss, and I can't ignore the BAFTA loss on top of it.
Yeah, the problem is he lost both industries, which is not
the best line. Yeah, but like I said, the season has been so predictable that sometimes maybe the industry awards just don't fucking matter in this case.
Who knows? We don't know. Let's talk about best director.
This one should be fucking
Yeah.
easy.
I'm still gonna read it though. Chloe Zhao, Josh Safdie, Paul Thomas Anderson, Joaquin Tamir, sorry, voice cracked, and Ryan Coogler.
It's PTA, I think, unless we have a momentary, if Sinners is doing good all night, then we better have a conversation.
Well,
That-
well, I'm just kidding. Can I just talk? No, I'm just kidding. I'm going with PTA. I
Yeah,
have
that's
to do
I'd be
that.
happy if Kugler was
Listen.
like, haha.
if he loses, I guess adapted screenplay, then I think we'll be like, oh fuck, is he losing director?
Thanks.
Listen, if he loses here, like adapted screenplay and director, not only is it not winning Best Picture, but we know for a fact he's not winning an Oscar ever.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah.
I do think there is. Do you think there is? I mean, we were discussing earlier that I think there is. Maybe they will say, "Hey, we're giving him an Oscar already for Best Picture or for adapted." Maybe there'll be enough of the branch that, despite GTA, despite everything, he could possibly pull a
Nah.
Bong Joon Ho.
I'm not
Bong Joon-ho
predicting.
won at Critics' Choice. He tied. Like we
Yeah.
saw, there was like an early sign.
Yeah, I'm not predicting it, but I do want to state that I think him losing director is more likely than him losing screenplay. I'm not predicting it, but I'm saying
I think
PTA is
so.
more likely to lose director. Than
Yeah,
lose
but the director sweeper almost never loses, and with
again,
Sam Mendes. Yeah, no, with Sam
I'm not
Mendes, that was just,
predicting.
I know. But with
Yeah.
Sam Mendes, that was just such a very specific
Yeah.
case. Like that's an outlier.
Yeah, I'm not predicting it, but it's not entirely out of the realm of possibilities. Especially where this year's been.
I think he has us in the bag. I don't think Ryan Coogler's winning because like you could also say that about like Ryan Coogler, be like, oh, well, he's winning screenplay, so why would I give him director? Like,
Well, speaking of Ryan Coogler, let's talk about Best Picture, our last category.
all right.
I'll read them out. Begonia, F1, which I'm happy I predicted right. I called that. Frankenstein, Hamnet, Marty Supreme, One Battle, Secret Agent, Sentimental Values, Sinners, and Train Dreams. First off, I'm happy I predicted F1. Seeing the Oscar experts' reaction to F1 making Best Picture was worth every penny. Because I did call that. I did say that. I said they weren't going to go with it. It was just an accident. But in terms of winners, I'm actually going with Sinners.
I'm going with One Battle.
It's a huge risk going with Sinners, but
Yeah.
something just tells me it's a passion pick.
No, yeah, I can see it. Like it won SAG Ensemble at the right time, and like the movie has been in the conversation since fucking April. Okay, like it's literally the most nominated movie in
Oh,
Oscars
God.
history.
Yeah. Again, I could be wrong, but just something in my guts telling me go with Sinners and so on back.
I'm going to go with. Ooh.
The thing about One Battle is that it won every precursor it could. It won ASC. It won what ACE too. Like it's just giant. We've never like a sweep. We've never seen a sweep this big. Okay.
Yeah.
Well, actually, I think we have. But
Not,
usually when you
not
sweep,
since Oppenheimer.
which
Yeah,
was what 2 years ago. So
Yeah.
but like usually when you sweep this big, you don't lose. That just doesn't happen.
I know, but I'm feeling, I haven't felt like my gut this way since Parasite, if I'm being honest. Like, it's just a weird feeling I have.
Yeah, I'm gonna stick with
Look,
One Battle. I don't want to overthink it too much.
I'm
Yeah.
going to take the gamble. If I fall, I fall.
Yeah.
I'm going to stick with One Battle and put Sinners at a huge possibility because that speech from SAG was tremendous and that may have swayed enough people over. Like,
I will
I
say,
know no film has ever lost every single precursor and still lost Best Picture. I don't think, correct?
well, technically it lost SAG, so it did lose a precursor.
But
One
it won everything else. Now,
Yeah.
if it had stumbled at BAFTA to say Hamnet,
Or literally anything else, really.
Mhm.
then we might be having another conversation. I do think it's just a straight 3 ballot, One Battle, Sinners, Hamnet, followed by Sentimental
I
Value.
don't think Hamnet's even close to the.
I think though
Yeah,
just
no,
feel
no
like
offense to people who love Hamnet, especially Jake, but like, come on, Hamnet's not even
I
close. It's
just feel
one
like there's
battle versus Sinners.
passion for Sinners, and
Yeah.
sometimes people are like, "Oh, one battle's win Best Picture. Let's go with Sinners." I feel
Also,
like Sinners would be that pick.
Hamnet underperformed here. There's no way it's winning Best
Yeah.
Picture.
Oh yeah,
If it did, I would be jumping up and down and
it's
tweeting it
kind
out
of
nonstop.
interesting though, with Warner Brothers being bought by Paramount, that the final two in Best Picture are between Warner Brothers films.
Hmm.
I find that fascinating.
Yeah, I'm gonna go with one battle that I think people want to see Paul Thomas Anderson win 3. Like, that hasn't stopped him.
Yeah.
It's won everything. I'm not gonna overthink it. It's gonna be one battle. Sinners is gonna have a good night. I assume it's gonna win Best Original Screenplay. It's gonna win like a few techs, maybe supporting actor and Best Actor. That's a strong likelihood and possibility. But I'm not gonna overthink it. It's gonna be one battle.
I'm just gonna stick with Sinners and just see what happens.
Yeah, no, I
I'll
mean it
stick
would make
with-
sense as like a passion pick that beats the. I mean, it's the most nominated movie of the year and ever, actually, most nominated movie fucking ever.
Yeah.
Which is so weird to say out loud.
Never thought that would be it.
Yeah, I think. Yeah, but you just it would make sense. It would make sense for it to randomly win despite one battle winning everything. So
yeah. But yeah, it's gonna be a wild night. I can feel it. I feel like there's gonna be a lot of upsets. There's gonna be a lot of weird twists and turns. And I'm excited for it. Excited / terrified all at once. Alright, that is it for this video. Comment down below who you think is gonna win the Oscars and who you think should win. And I'll see you guys next time. Bye.
bye.